Hey dudes, if you'd one day like to start a podcast and say unhinged stuff like we do, check out Zencastr.
Zencastr is an all-in-one podcast production suite that gives you studio quality audio and video without needing to know all the technical stuff.
Zencastr records each guest locally, then uploads the crystal clear audio and video right into the suite so you have high quality raw materials to work with.
And we love a secured cloud backup because that means you'll never lose your interviews, hot takes, or off-the-cuff fart and dick jokes.
Zencastr is super easy to use with guests too. There's nothing for your guests to download. You just send them a link and they click on it and they join the recording session.
Go to zen.ai/DTFU podcast and you'll get 30% off your first 3 months when you sign up for a pro account.
That's zen.ai/DTFU podcast for 30% off the first 3 months of your Zencastr Pro account.
Seriously, we started a podcast. You can and should absolutely do it too with Zencastr.
Do it.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? It's Erin.
And Nicole. This is Dude That's Fucked Up. Welcome.
Hi, guys. How's it going?
What a treat to be here today doing this.
So happy to have you. If it's your first time listening, a little bit about me. My name is Erin. I have a husband and 2 children. I'm a Scorpio. And I am literally the face of endometriosis on Google.com.
What a fun fact. You know, like when you start a new job or whatever, and it's like, we're going to go around the room and everyone needs to say a fun fact. That is yours.
That's my icebreaker.
It's so good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I guess if you're just listening, I'm Nicole. I have a long-term partner who's not my husband. I have 0 kids.
What's your sign, girl?
Oh, yeah, I'm a Cancer. And I don't really burp a lot, although I did just burp, but I'm mostly a farter.
That's
that good?
A good icebreaker. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
How embarrassing.
We're very opposite in a lot of ways, but also the same, which is why we have been friends since the 8th grade.
Oh, my God.
So.
I mean, which is, as everybody knows, 7 years ago.
We are very young and beautiful.
We are, yeah. Oh my God. It's so funny because I was trying not to run out of time getting ready right before this. And all I was thinking the whole time was, God damn it. I wish that Erin and I could just, like, after we're done recording, go get a drink. And just now I was thinking, I wish we could go get LA Waters and dance to David Bowie.
Oh, wow.
Wouldn't that be so fun if we just we're going to go out?
God. Why did I have kids, man? Why did I do that? What
you'll
a
be free
dumb
again
thing.
someday.
Yeah, I was literally, so, gosh, okay. Well, this is my fucked up of the week.
Okay.
So let's just say our business now.
Oh, just the business. We updated the merch in our shop. We have a bunch of new merch. So you should check it out. DTFUpodcast.com will get you there.
It's rad. It's so fun.
We just dropped it all today, and we already, people love it.
Yeah, lots of orders. Thank you to everybody who's ordered stuff so far.
Thank you to people
supporting, man,
want to support us and represent the brand out in the world. It's the fucking coolest.
Yeah, and it's a cool logo. Anyway,
cool. We have the best logo,
no matter what, you know. So it's just like a cool thing to wear. So
yeah, totally.
So yeah, check that out on our website, like you said, DTFUpodcast.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your fucked up thing though?
Well, so how I was just saying, oh man, why did I have kids?
Yeah.
And I was saying to DJ, I was like, oh man, shit's hard right now. This fucking global pandemic. And then I checked my phone. I'm reading through the news. And the first thing I see is that there's a outbreak of monkeypox in various cities throughout the world right now. And I'm
What is that? Like, worse than chicken, obviously.
It's worse because it has nothing to do with chickenpox. Chickenpox, as
Oh.
I've just learned, is derived from like the herpes virus.
Yeah.
Monkeypox is derived from smallpox. It is in the same family as smallpox, which has been eradicated and was so bad
Was.
that
Had been eradicated.
yeah, it literally was eradicated. Monkeypox is like a offshoot of that.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not doing well per se right now.
God.
Just thinking about that.
Oh my God.
I don't think it's, I did a very cursory reading of all this news. So don't freak out like I did, because I don't think has the, but you know, it doesn't have the potential to spread in the same way that COVID has, because it's a very different type of thing.
And you can only get it if your name's like Madison or Connor or Ashley, but spelled Leigh.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. If you're anti-vaxxer, you are fucked. No, I mean, that's the thing. It's just like after seeing the full display of fuckery that our country and world has just gone through with COVID and all these dumbass, stupid fucking people who just
God.
refuse to just do the
They're
bare
cunts.
minimum.
You can call them cunts.
They're fucking cunts. Just
Yeah.
just people who refuse to do the bare minimum and wear masks to protect others and themselves. It's just,
They're the worst.
So fucking, if you're not going to protect yourself against COVID, maybe you'll protect yourself against monkeypox, which kills about 1 in 10 people, is a much more deadly for children and babies, of course, and I think has the potential to permanently scar and disfigure a person.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh.
And so that leads me back to, I read that and then I just said to DJ, I was like, why did we have kids? I'm like gonna throw up because I'm so worried about this. Like, fuck.
Oh my God.
And I go, when are we gonna get a break? And he's like, I think like maybe late 2023. I don't know. That's what I have mentally marked on the calendar. So that's what he said. And
if there's one thing I've learned from you, it's have zero expectations.
You'll never be.
You're always telling me, don't. Yeah. Oh no, and that I feel like is a high expectation that we're going to be anywhere near normal at the end of 2023. Yeah, so, man. Yeah. Oh my God. So now we have to worry about.
Don't freak out, everybody. Don't freak out.
No.
Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Just keep an eye on it. But
also it's coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, I have a lighter fucked up thing.
Okay, please.
Okay.
Please palate cleanse us.
Okay, well, I went to DragCon, speaking of super spreader pandemic events. It's TBD. We don't know if it was yet. I do know that everybody was required to be vaccinated, but then they didn't check at the door. So who's to say? But it was in a very large, the LA Convention Center. It was very spread out. And, I think it's fine. But, and not a lot of people are wearing masks, but like I wore a mask the first day, like pretty much the whole time, except for when I was having a cocktail. And then the second day I got a little buzzed and all bets were off.
Yeah. What are you gonna
do? I'm also vaxxed and boosted, so just trying to live my life. But okay, so the first day I didn't see any queens like face to face. I was too nervous. It just was weird, and I just was like uncomfortable being like, oh my God, hi, I love you, and my friend Daisha was so cute. She was like, I'll go with you. Come on. I'll like wait in line with you. And these lines are fucking long. And I was like, no, I'm too nervous. And I'm like, let's just look at all the merch. Oh, I got you stuff. I'll give it to you sometime. Yeah.
Oh my God. You sweet thing.
I got you very fun things. And then the second day, I had one of RuPaul's House of Love cocktails. And let me tell you, that thing fucked me up. It was... It was when I walked up to the booth to buy it, I go, and I already knew I wanted the like tequila based one. It's like a tangerine margarita or something. Ooh. And I was like, let's see. And the guy goes, get the tequila one. It's really strong. And I was like, okay.
Bless him.
I know. I was like, this is the vibe here at RuPaul's DragCon, which RuPaul DJ'd. It was so fun. I danced by myself the first day, and then the second day I made Pete dance with me. And me and my friend danced too, but she wasn't there when RuPaul was DJing. So I was just like by myself, just like dancing, but people were by themselves dancing. It was so great. Then I got all buzzed. And then I was like, oh, I really want to meet this queen bitch puddin' from Dragula. And so I like looked all the first day, and they weren't even there the first day. So then the second day I like was like stalking their booth, and they finally got there, and I was like, oh my God. And then so Pete and I had our cocktail, and then we went and had lunch, and I had another cocktail, and then we came back, and I like really had the nerve. So then I got right in line. I made friends with the person ahead of me. We were just talking, and then I got to the front. I was so nervous, and then I was like, hi, and then I sat down, and they were like, oh, cute overalls, blah, blah, blah. And then they were just like, so how's it going? And I'm like, oh, you're the first queen I'm meeting. Like, I just was so nervous.
Aww.
And she goes, we all poop. And I was like, and there was 2 queens. It was the season 1 and season 2 winners. The season 1 winner was Vander Von Odd. And she goes, yeah, I pooped this morning before I got in drag. And I was like, when I tell you that is the perfect thing that you could have said to me to like make me feel good. Wow. And they were like, oh yeah, blah, blah. And then we were just like hanging out, and it was so fun. And
that's so cute.
And they were so nice. And Bitch Puddin was like, gave me so much attention. It felt like, and just was like, oh, what's your name again? It's been so lovely to meet you, blah, blah, blah. Like, just very kind. And I got up and saw Pete and just started sobbing. And I was like, oh my God, they were so nice. I had so much fun. And like, just it's been a hard couple of years. So it was just so sweet. But they were just like, they said the perfect thing. And I was like, oh, I need to remember this to say on the podcast, because it was just like, we all poop.
Just apropos of nothing, but like, well, not apropos of nothing, like to make you feel better.
Yeah, we're all human is another way to put it, but it was like just so my sensibility. So it was really fun. I highly recommend going if you're in LA or New York or London or wherever they're doing it in the next few years. I'm definitely going next year. I don't know if I need to go 3 days. Yeah,
I'll
come
go
next
with you
year.
time.
Yeah,
for sure.
It'll be
oh my God, unless monkeypox is popping.
Well, yeah. Unless we're all in a monkeypox quarantine.
Lockdown, yeah.
Oh my God. Just
Fucking
give
hell.
it to me. I can't, like, whatever comes next, I'll take it. Like,
let's go.
I don't know.
Load it up.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going to kill me? Like, just get it over with, Like, Pete and I are going to Alaska in a month or so, and I'm just like, how am I going to do my hot girl walks? Because there's bears and stuff. And he's like, well, they're not the scary kind that are around there. And I'm like, bears are scary. And then he goes, well, just like scream at it or whatever. And I go, you know what? Fuck it. If a bear's going to take me out, it's going to take me out. And then he's like, then I would go on your podcast with Erin, and we'd have a very special episode.
A memorial episode for Nicole who got eaten by a bear.
We have some news to share. This is what she would have wanted.
Yeah. God damn it.
Oh my God. Lord. But life's just fucked up,
I know. But you know what? We're here to.
We're here to have fun.
We're here to have fun, God damn it.
We're here to take a fucking break, dude.
We're taking a break from everything. And I'm sorry to have brought too much realness to the pod. That was rude of me. I'm sorry.
No, listen, we got to bring it.
But you know what? Let's talk about our topic.
Okay.
It's so it's so dumb.
It's so dumb. I love it so. Well, thank you to the listener who suggested this. Someone, to get into the Facebook group, we have you answer questions, and someone said that they would like us to oh no, this was on Spotify questions.
Oh yeah, we had a survey on a couple episodes ago on one of the episodes. Yeah. Like if you go, we have the option to like do surveys apparently on our description.
Yeah, like poll people, which could be a survey, or ask a question, and we get a written answer, which is what this person gave us. Yeah,
and somebody responded to this question that we asked on I don't know, one of the latest episodes from a couple weeks ago. And this was their suggestion.
Oh my God. Their suggestion was to look at the invention of a couple products they named. We won't say them now because there'll be future episodes. But today specifically, it was a scientific discovery. And let me tell you how delighted I was today to be reading about this and to find immediately how bus driver science driven this was.
Truly.
How bus
it's real science.
It's real science.
Yeah.
It's real science, but there is a bus driver science element to it in that it was a fucking mistake.
Yeah, this was a mistake. Okay.
Yeah.
What we're talking about today is the invention of the microwave.
Oh my God. It's so good.
Or if you're what's her name?
Nigella Lawson.
If you're Nigella Lawson, the Meecrowahvay. That's
Excuse
like how
me?
I'll always pronounce the microwave.
The Meecrowahvay.
Heat it in the Meecrowahvay for a few seconds.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, the invention of the microwave came about in a bit of a dodo kind of way, I guess. Just like a I'm doing other science stuff, and well,
hey,
here we go. So basically what happened was one day in 1946, an engineer named Percy Spencer, who worked at Raytheon, which Raytheon makes like bombs and shit. He was working on a radar magnetron. And the next thing he knows, his goddamn pocket snack is melted and not cooked, but it's just melted, and it wasn't supposed to be really melted. You'll see if you ever read about this discovery that it was a chocolate bar, but it wasn't a chocolate bar. It was a like a nut cluster type thing, which
like a Quaker Oats snack bar, like where it's like chunks and chocolate chips, or like there was chocolate involved.
I don't think there's any chocolate in it.
Mo Roca said it was chocolate.
He's wrong. According to his grandson,
he wasn't there.
Well, so Percy Spencer
Yeah.
grew up in like rural Maine, and he apparently had an affinity for like wildlife and squirrels and whatnot. So he'd always carry around some sort of a nut bar in his pocket as a snack for himself, as a snack for creatures, and wildland creatures. And so it was like a kind of like caramelly thing, I think, or nougaty or something. So it wasn't supposed to melt, because if you just have a chocolate bar in your pocket, it just might just melt.
It's melting.
So why would you know? Like, why would you think that anything out of the ordinary is happening?
You're right.
So
you're right. Like if you have a chocolate bar in your pocket for even 10 minutes, that shit's melting enough to like make it messy.
Yeah, and so what I'm saying, and what I believe his grandson's anecdote, and to be accurate about it, is that he's probably always had these in his pocket fucking snack, for on the go when he's in the lab at Raytheon. And it's never melted before. So he like reached in his pocket to like grab his snack, and he's like, what the fuck? It's all melted and making goddamn glob in my pocket. And then it dawned on him. He realized the proximity of the magnetron is what did it.
Oh my God.
So he kind of deduced, he used the scientific method. He was like shocked that his fucking pocket was a mess, but then he was like, wait a second, magnetron might have the ability to melt this thing in my pocket. Didn't melt my body, but it melted my snack. So
the bus driver science part of this equation is the nut pocket snack.
Yeah.
That's
exactly.
Like where
I think it's rather endearing.
It is. No, it's really cool. This is
it's like the low tech, like ness of it, like just some fucking, I don't know, like
it's like you have to imagine that's how like humans invented the wheel or something. It's like they're just like fucking around with some round rock, and then they like push it and it rolls, and they're all
it runs somebody over, and it keeps going, and it's like, wow, I think we got something here. No, I just envisioned somebody's like dorky ass uncle with like wiping their gooey hand on their like lab coat and being like,
Yeah.
what the hell? And being like, the magnetron. I don't know. So that's what happened. So then he's like, wait, okay, I need to like do science.
Right. Now
and
we have a thesis.
Test other things. Have a
Yeah.
thesis.
Yeah.
Let me check and see if this is actually like cooking food or like melting food or making food hot, whatever.
Yeah.
So he got a fucking egg, like a raw egg, and he put it near the magnetron and like beep bop boop boop, and the goddamn egg cooked so fast that it just exploded
Ding.
in his
Yeah.
face, basically.
Oh my God. Which that is, don't put eggs in the microwave.
Yeah, don't do that.
We're going to talk about some other things you shouldn't put in the microwave later, but that's while we're on it. Yeah, that's one of
yeah.
them.
And then he was like, okay, holy shit. I think this can have some other applications.
Yeah.
So he brought some popcorn kernels.
That's wild.
I know, cool, because like people are just cooking them on the stove or whatever, and so he's like, let's see if this works. And he popped popcorn
By
in
golly.
a microwave he's the first person to pop popcorn in a microwave.
Well, not in.
Well, like
Around.
around a microwave with waves of micro. And I think this is some risky ass behavior, Percy, and all of your coworkers that you shared your popcorn with.
Okay, not the heating of it, the eating it. Because there's some fucking like radiation on that shit. Everybody died of cancer a year later. It was tragic.
Yeah.
No.
Mustard on the beat. Yeah.
Mustard on the beat.
Yeah. Like radiation on the beat. Yeah. You know. That was the mustard.
Okay.
Well, back then, people were also just like wearing like, there was fucking
Paper
like,
hats and.
they were wearing like things on their bodies
Oh.
like with radiation to like get rid of cancer. They didn't know how any fucking thing worked. They had an idea, but not really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, I wondered about that because it's like, are they like wearing those lead vests that you wear when you like do the dentist X-ray?
No, I don't think it was like that intensive. It wasn't radiation.
Okay, because they're micro, not macro.
Yeah, exactly.
They're tiny.
So, but still, they didn't really know what the risks of this type of technology could be. But yeah, he realized, okay, I'm onto something here, and he told everybody at Raytheon about it. And within a year, Raytheon had filed a patent for the microwave cooking process. Like, everybody knew what microwaves were, and but like the physical microwaves themselves, but didn't have it, harnessed as a cooking process. That's what Raytheon did. Okay. And by 1947, it had built something called the radar range, the first microwave in the world.
Oh my God. Was Ron Popeil or Kathy Mitchell involved?
They would have loved this, but I don't think
they weren't alive, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
they might have just been born. Yeah.
Okay.
They were babies.
They were young.
Or young or children. So the radar range was as large as a refrigerator, but heavier. And there were tubes in it because with a magnetron, the tubes had to be water cooled. So it was like a little like nuclear power plant or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not really. But no, it wasn't that that intense. But
no, but it was very involved. I mean,
it was very involved. It looks like, what it looks like? I looked at pictures of it. It looks like a double oven, basically.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a little bit bigger, and with
it was
a
huge.
little. It was huge.
Yeah.
But you also had to have plumbing installed to have water feeding the tubes to cool it.
Yeah.
The cooling. Yeah. So the result was very first microwave weighed over 750 pounds and was nearly 6 feet tall. So this thing was massive, and nobody really knew like how evenly things were going to be cooked. Like it was just kind of this huge monolithic thing.
Oh my God. 750 pounds.
Yeah. I don't know if you could pay me to try something that was cooked in this thing. I don't know.
No. Bitch, I'd be like blast from the past, building like a fallout shelter in my like under my house with like an indoor pool, just making cocktails in there until I died.
Yeah, love it.
I'm like, you got a microwave? Bye. I'm
Yeah.
going underground. Did you
Yeah.
hear that monkeypox are back?
Yeah,
Mm-mm, not
everybody
for
just
me.
calm down. Everybody
Yeah.
just relax. Yeah, so I don't know. It was not efficient. It reminds me of like when they very first started creating computers.
Yeah.
Computers took
How
up entire
big.
rooms,
Yeah.
know? So,
And for context, like during this time period, like in the 1940s, late 1940s, most people didn't even have a television set in their house yet. Who like a fucking 750-pound microwave? Like,
No.
obviously we're going to talk about the like phases, but we're still a long way off in 1947 from where we are today with microwaves.
Yeah, this was not meant to be like in somebody's home.
No, it's like a commercial kitchen
Yeah.
setup or a science lab.
Yeah, basically. So the beta version of this microwave was first placed in a restaurant in Boston for testing.
Oh, yeah, that
yeah.
explains Boston. No. I'm just kidding.
Fuck off.
We microwaved off our eyes.
What? Off your ass?
Your ours, yeah.
Eyes.
We
eyes.
microwave. Oh, fucking
No.
kill me. I can't do accents.
We microwaved off our eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our eyes are gone because we microwaved them.
Oh my god. Oh,
What did my
Jesus.
face look like doing that too? I feel like upsetting.
Your mouth just opened so big.
Oh my god. I feel like I owe a personal apology to Brian. So
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. Anyway, well,
Okay.
So later, Raytheon introduced a commercial microwave oven. The 1161 was the model number. What happened to 1160? I mean, come on.
1161, the number of people who were injured by like this 750-pound.
Just assembling it. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 1161 radar range was commercially made in 1954, and it was expensive as hell. If you wanted to buy one of these things back then, it was $2,000 to $3,000, which would be the equivalent of $16,000 to $24,000 in today's cash.
Oh my god.
In today's money, it'd be like, bless the early adopters, but my God, it's like the people who buy robot chef maker things, that like there's like things that exist. I think.
Where it like cooks for you, like you program it. Yeah. Like who has that? Mark
That's what I'm
Zuckerberg,
saying.
probably.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Well,
robots cooking for robots. I don't know.
Yeah. Also, the robots are gonna try and poison you. I don't want it anywhere near my food. I'm sorry.
Skynet, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. Also, I think no one can afford this, first of all. I mean, I know it's commercial, so like it's more for a restaurant or something, but like where are you gonna fucking put this thing? It can't just go in a kitchen.
No, it's like you build the building around it kind of thing.
It's a built-in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So nobody is like putting this in their home, really.
No.
So then Raytheon licensed this technology to the Tappan Stove Company. And Tappan introduced a large 220 volt wall unit as a home microwave. Still fucking huge in 1955. And it sold for almost $1,300, which would be about $10,500 today.
Wow.
Oh, it had two cooking speeds, 500 and 800 watts. Okay, this is where this makes more sense. Okay, 500. So for context, most microwaves are 800, 900 to
To like
11.
12 or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
1200. Yeah, 1200 watts. It had a stainless steel exterior, glass shelf, top browning element, and a recipe card drawer. I mean, kind of cool.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I like the top browning element. Like a toaster oven. It's like a microwave and a toaster oven.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
bet it was kind of cool.
I bet it worked better.
Yeah.
I bet it
And
works.
there's like ads for it that I've seen where it's like it just looks like an oven.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's as big as an oven basically. But the price was still really high. I mean, $10,000. Like most people are like, I'm just going to cook shit on my stove. I know what the fuck happens with a stove, a gas range, whatever.
Yeah.
An oven, a regular oven. I know how long to cook a turkey. Can I cook a turkey in a microwave? I don't know.
Yeah.
So
No.
I mean, you can, but don't do it.
Ugh.
Yeah, so people were like, I don't know about this thing. People just were not going to spend, this much money on something that was a unknown quantity.
Yeah.
People had no idea what cooking food in a microwave would do to the
Yeah.
food, to themselves, how it would taste. People were like, is this going to having this huge appliance going to expose me to some like radiation, or like are the microwaves going to fucking kill me? Like is it going to explode? Like what?
Yeah. Okay. I forgot to look into this, but I like made a note about like there had to be conspiracy theories around this time too, because we had just come out of World War II and like the atom bombs and shit. Like some people had to have suspected like, is this the government's way of like controlling us, or like is this like foreign government's way of like getting into our houses and like slowly poisoning us? Like I would think that.
I mean, I feel like there was still a sense of post-war pride and affluence following the war. So there was, I don't know if the conspiracy theory vibe was there yet.
Copy that.
But they're leading into like the Cold War, definitely.
Yeah.
But maybe, I don't know. So in 1965, Litton was a company that got this technology also and developed the short wide shape of the microwave that we're familiar with today. They figured out how to like scrunch the technology down, and make it an actual appliance, like a countertop appliance.
Right.
And they also figured out how to create an appliance or an oven that, like a microwave oven, that could survive even when there was no object in it to heat, which makes me think that people like that if you didn't have something inside of the microwave to
Before that?
cook, it would just like melt itself or something or explode.
no.
I don't know. So yet another hazard. So I don't know. So once this was figured out, though, this is when people were like, okay, yeah, like I'll look into this. It's not something that I have to like change my entire design of my kitchen around, Like,
it's not, I don't need to create like what's essentially like a wine cellar just for a microwave oven.
yeah, exactly.
But it was still expensive.
It was still expensive, but prices started to fall pretty rapidly because once this company Litton developed this, everybody kind of copied this technology. And Raytheon, in the meantime, had acquired a company called Amana, which is still around today, I believe.
Oh.
And they introduced the first popular home model in 1967. The countertop radar range. Still sticking with this name. Got to give it to them. They're really...
Wow.
They must not have had any money in their marketing department.
Yeah. They're not like, let's
all
make
for
this
all
easy.
for R&D. Yeah.
Oh, so then it was more affordable and smaller and like...
Yes.
which then all the families that got rid of their youngest child just to get a microwave because they had to put it in their room felt really sad.
Yeah.
They were like, oh man, Jimmy could have
You want to
stayed.
come back home, Jimmy? Yeah, I was like, Jimmy, you want to come back home? I was going to say Jimmy too. Oh my God.
Jimmy, we kept your room. Well, we kept your room how it was when you left it, but the microwave melted all of your GI shows.
Oh, all of your baseball trophies are in puddles.
It's
melted.
a blob. It's one hard blob.
Yeah. Well, this model, the countertop radar range costs about $495, which would be still
oh my God,
pricey. Over $3,000 in today's money.
Okay,
So,
still not affordable for most families.
but like there's like people out there who are like, I gotta have the latest and greatest.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And there was a whole vibe of keeping up with the Joneses back in the 60s. So the consumer interest started going up and up and up. It grew over time. So about 40,000 units were sold in the U.S. in 1970.
Wow.
And then 5 years later, that number hit 1 million.
That's because I bet you they started targeting women. They're like, ma'am, you need this.
Or women started getting divorces and men had to cook for themselves and they started buying microwaves.
Mm-hmm. No,
So.
you know that. Well, some men did. Most of them just fed their children their pocket snacks.
Like a squirrel. Yeah.
I love them. I can't wait to start carrying a pocket snack around.
Oh, bitch, you know I do. Well, I have
Well,
kids,
you
so
have
I
kids.
have to.
Yeah. I don't. I just have Pete.
Most
But I
of the
can
time,
feed him.
most of the time, those snacks end up for me. I'd be like, "Oh, what's this in my pocket? Fruit snacks? Hell yeah, bitch! I'm gonna eat these. What a treat!"
Oh my God.
That's the thing. You got to start buying snacks that you like,
Yeah.
and then foist them upon your children.
Right. And then when they don't like them, you go,
More for me,
Yeah.
you little idiot. Just kidding. So they eventually, the addition of electronic controls made microwaves easier to use. I don't know what the fuck was on them before. Some levers, some pulls, a pedal.
levers. A fucking.
You had to do the thing where, like on Jurassic Park, you like go down the thing where you pump the breaker and you push it in a certain order, and you're on the phone with Dr. Hammond.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say there's like a catapult on one side and it just like leads into a Rube Goldberg puzzle.
Rube Goldberg. Yeah. Rube Goldberg contraption. Yeah.
And it just like doink, doink, doink. And then it's a very fine line between if the chicken's cooked or if it's still raw or if it's so overcooked. And listen, the ball never lands right in the middle. It just pings to one side and that's what you end up with.
Yep.
It's raw or it's disgustingly overcooked.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. They put some easier to use. It became more user friendly.
It had a foot pedal.
You had to like get on a bike and start pedaling.
And then you also had to like shift gears like it was a manual.
Yeah. You had to like do a tune into a tube.
Or like that that Bon Jovi throat noise thing.
That's how you used to have to use a microwave, guys.
I'm glad I peed before this because I would have just peed my pants. I felt all my underside like tense up and then let go.
Oh my God. That was part of starting a microwave back then too. You had to pee on it.
And a breathalyzer because they're like, you can't use this if you've been drinking.
Yeah, because we're afraid you're going to blow yourself up.
It's serious. Yeah, there's like heavy gears that you have to operate to use this, but you need a forklift license to operate this microwave.
Do you have a Class C license? Great, you can buy this microwave. Okay. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
So yeah, they made the user experience was easier, and then it started becoming like a regular thing for people to buy.
Wow.
And roughly 25% of U.S. households owned a microwave oven by 1986. Today, almost 90% of American households have a microwave oven.
They're built in at this point, like truly.
Yeah.
But not because they're huge, just because like people want a microwave. So they just like put it in.
You just got to have it.
Yeah.
But it's wild to me that in 1986, only 25%
Yeah.
of Americans had
That's wild.
a microwave. I feel extremely old because I remember the first microwave my family had, which it had like dials. It was cream colored. The details on it were like orange and brown.
Yeah.
I don't know what the brand was. I like tried for a hot second to like find it. No, I feel like it was like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like a Whirlpool
Range
or
Rover?
something. Like
What is it?
Range? No.
Ranger?
Raytheon?
No. It's like something range something.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh,
Amana?
the Raider range.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I looked up a couple different models from the 80s, but I couldn't figure it out. But I'm pretty sure that it was a wedding present for my parents from 1982. So we were part of that like 25% of people that had a fucking microwave in their early mid 80s.
Dude,
so
that's wild. It feels weird that like, because I feel like it was such a big part of the 80s, but it gained a lot of traction, from the early 80s to the 90s. So
I feel like the 90s is where microwaving things like really got,
because we were all latchkey kids, and like that was a big thing, like you talked about earlier, like divorce and single parents and all this stuff, like and just processed food, like it all came together to really support the microwave.
I mean, the microwave created all these other industries basically.
Yeah.
That came about because of the microwave, which one I will talk about in a moment.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, so now we're going to talk about, so we talked a little bit about the egg exploding, and we're going to talk about some of the best and worst foods that you can microwave. I do want to say the microwave is a great invention, but despite what marketing teams claim, both microwave and microwavable food, it can't do everything.
No.
It cannot. They will tell you it can, and it cannot.
Yeah, I will say some of the types of food, like the packaging has come a long way. You know?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good point. I mean, it can do a lot. It just can't do everything, even though it claims that it can.
Yeah.
But I do want to know, like, what do you think that the microwave does well? Like in terms of cooking to a place where it like tastes good and the texture's good and like, all that stuff.
Yeah. I think that anything that needs to be steamed quickly, like frozen vegetables now come in those like steam in bags now.
Yeah.
And those work really well. Also, like the steam in bag technology has really come a long way.
Yeah.
Also, rice. Trader Joe's makes like
single serve.
Yeah, those single serve, or like like however many servings in a bag, where it makes perfect rice, and it's like it's like that wild rice medley one. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's so good. Oh my god.
My mom loves microwave rice. Like it just is easy. Yeah, and it cooks it well.
Yeah, there's one specifically that Trader Joe's has, and I use it because it's like has grains in it, and I put it in salads and make a grain bowl salad situation.
Yeah,
that's great. That's and any like a loose frozen vegetable too. Like, it doesn't have to be a steam in bag. You can put that in the microwave and
Yeah.
put a little water in like a little dish, and anything that you need to steam quickly, I think is like,
Yeah.
that's the go-to for me. So
I just made broccoli in a bag the other night but it was like the fresh broccoli and you just stab it with a fork once, put it in for 3 minutes and it's done. It was overcooked, I will say. And it said 3 to 4 minutes and I only did 3 and it was very overcooked. So
it gets a little soggy.
Yeah.
Well, so for me, like this, like the frozen vegetables heating up is number one, because that's how, when I'm making dinner for Jack and Damien, I'm like, I'm not trying to like do some fucking stir fry. I'm like,
then
throwing
they're
that
not
shit
like
in the microwave.
They're not like looking for your Michelin star.
Also, there's like a 1 in 10 chance that they'll actually eat the vegetables.
Right.
So I'm not trying to do anything wild with it. I'm short order cook at the moment, so that's what's happening.
It's going straight onto the floor, honestly.
Truly.
The cats are
but for me, at the end of the day, it's any kind of leftover with cheese, like a lasagna or a burrito,
Yeah,
you just have to make sure you turn it and flip it a couple times.
Yeah.
So,
and with a burrito, sometimes wrap it with a wet paper towel, or like, I heated up half a burrito for dinner tonight and I put it in saran wrap, so it just kind of steamed in there and it didn't dry out.
You gotta.
Yeah, you gotta.
But anything that has to have cheese melted and it's like layered, and I'm not looking to like put it back in the oven,
Yeah.
So.
Okay, those are good. Yeah, leftovers is great. My number one is popcorn. I mean,
100%.
It's the only reason I have a microwave. We didn't have a microwave for many years, and then I was like, I want to start eating popcorn again, so we got a microwave because there's no other options for me.
Oh, okay.
What am I gonna do? Make it on the stove? Like,
That's
no,
what I do.
fucking what?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I mean, I guess I've never tried that, but it's just so easy. You just press the popcorn button and it's so good, and Pop Secret is so good.
Dude.
So that's my number one. But also, if you ask me, like, nostalgic wise, or like if this was circa 1996, I would say the microwave is best utilized for Mrs. Patterson's Aussie handheld chicken pies from Costco, which is what I would eat as a snack after school, like every day. And it came with that little like radioactive cardboard sleeve, and you knew it was gonna be good. Like, what is this devil's magic? But this is what makes the crust not soggy. It's not crispy.
I know.
But
it's not crispy, but it is not soggy. I feel that.
Yeah.
You just triggered an old memory for me of the chimichangas that you used to get from Costco.
Mm-hmm.
What was that brand? I can't remember, but fuck, dude, if I ate one of those now,
oh my God,
I would literally like have an orgasm probably. I don't know. Maybe it's not as good as I remember, but I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know.
If you had a couple drinks and you ate one, yes. I feel like if you just ate it, like if you're hungry and that's what you had for lunch, I feel like you'd be like so disappointed.
When I was in my 20s, I used to keep frozen drunk food in my freezer.
You have to.
For when I come back from the bar. I can't do that anymore. I mean, it would destroy me.
Oh my God. Again, I'm drinking a mocktail because I told you that fucking cocktail on Saturday kicked my ass, and I was still recovering on Monday. I felt like I was still like, why do I feel so gross? I still have heartburn. Like, what the fuck?
I know. Well, I used to have corn dogs. That's another good microwavable treat.
Not for me because I need it to be crispy.
Okay, that's fair. That's totally fair. Anyway,
you know what? Well, this is something I'm arriving at right now in real time. And I've always kind of known this, but I am a textural eater, so I think that's why the microwave for me doesn't really solve a lot of problems, because it's all the texture is always off. You know what I mean?
Fair. That's fair.
Like, unless it's leftovers or a steamed vegetable or whatever. But even the broccoli I had the other night, I was like, oh.
It's not
so
as
mushy.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, going back to popcorn though.
Yeah.
It is the correct answer for the microwave. And let me just lay a little bit of some popcorn facts on everybody real quick.
Ooh.
Because in the early 1980s, when microwave sales started popping, pun intended. motherfucking Orville Redenbacher brought the first microwavable popcorn to the market.
Oh.
And America liked it. They were like, "Oh,
They loved
bitch,
it.
okay."
They go, "Oh, who is this cute little man in his suspenders?"
Is this Orville Redenbacher? Oh, okay.
I like his corn.
It's a little popped corn. And then over the next several years, popcorn sales climbed more than 100%.
What?
According to data from the American Popcorn Board. First of all, how do I get on this board?
Oh, I want to. You know what?
Put out an APB. I want to get on the APB, the American Popcorn Board.
Oh my God! Can I be your colonel?
Bravo. Oh my God, bitch. By 1995, 65% of the more than 1 billion pounds of popcorn Americans ate was of the microwavable variety.
Oh my God.
Today, largely thanks to the microwavable popcorn boom, the average American eats about 52 quarts of popcorn per year, according to the Agricultural Marketing Resource Center.
Oh my God.
That's a lot of fucking popcorn, baby.
That's so much popcorn all up in your teeth.
You know what? Let me tell you how I make my popcorn. I make it on
Okay.
the fucking stove because I read something a while ago about how microwavable popcorn is not good for you.
Surprise.
Like in the cancer way.
Yeah. It's that. I think it's the like butter chemicals.
Yeah, it's the butter chemicals and
Yeah.
the like bag and shit.
Yeah.
So I just make it on the stove. You just put a little oil in there, or ghee if you want.
Oh yeah.
Because ghee can be heated to a high temperature.
Yes.
And then you just pour some kernels in there, cover it up, you shake the pan, just shake it, get a little arm workout.
Yeah.
Just keep shaking, and then pop, and it goes.
Oh.
And then you're good. And then I put whatever on it.
Yeah.
I like to do a clarified butter. You just this is what I use the microwave for.
Yes.
I take a little bit of butter and I melt it, and then I skim the fat off of it, and then you have clarified butter, and then you pour that on the popcorn, and it won't make the popcorn all dissolve. It won't dissolve it, because that's what dissolves the popcorn is the butter fat.
Oh.
So that's why you need the clarified butter. It doesn't
my
dissolve
God.
the popcorn.
Coming in hot with these popcorn facts.
A little hot tip.
Oh my God. What are you trying to do? Butter up the APB? So they put you on the board as Colonel?
Colonel Angus.
Colonel Angus. Oh my God. Okay, well, so popcorn's the best food in a microwave. Which, P.S., like, what doesn't give you cancer from the microwave? Like, you're telling me heating up these vegetables in a plastic bag is good for me somehow? No.
True.
Ma'am,
True.
no.
Yeah.
Okay, but the worst things, like, hands down to put in a microwave, obviously metal, first and foremost. Anything metal.
Do not do that shit.
Do not do that. Aluminum foil, stainless steel, all bad things. But there's a lot of things you probably shouldn't put in a microwave. But we're going to talk about food-specific stuff. And so I want to know from you what, your personal experience, what's the worst thing you can put in a microwave of food?
French fries, don't do that. That's nasty.
Ew.
It will fucking...
What do you want, wet potato?
Yeah, you want a wet...
I'd rather eat a raw potato, bitch.
Yeah, no thank you. Fish, do not put fish in a fucking
not.
microwave. I'm sorry. Do not do that. That's rude as hell.
If you do that, you're a bad person.
Like a reheated
No.
leftover fish?
No.
Absolutely
Eat it
not.
cold. You don't need to recook that. It's not going to be good.
Yeah, you fucking suck. And honestly, anything that needs to be crunchy in a non-dried out weird way, because if you do put something in there that it'll just, and you heat it up too long, it'll get weird crunchy, and I don't want that. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't even like nachos. I used to put like chips with cheese on them in the microwave. it's never good. Like, I
No.
mean, it's okay, but like the oil always runs off of the
Yeah.
cheese, and that's weird. The cheese always bubbles to like this hardened, like praline texture. And
Yeah.
then if you
It
do
like
it on,
caramelizes
it
it.
caramelizes. And then, but in the middle, it's never melted. So it's
No.
like, you know, where are we at? I hate this. Oven nachos, delightful.
Mm-hmm.
Put those on. Fucking then you can make a whole ass tray of nachos.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
that's
do.
how you make nachos. I learned that from my roommate in college. I never knew that until her.
Mm-hmm. Layering is a trick too.
Yeah, layering. Okay, my thing never to put in the microwave is a cream sauce like leftover.
Oh.
It always separates unless you want to separate the like butter fat from the milk fat.
Yeah.
But it's always so gross. I'm always so disappointed. And it's always the food that was so good the night before. It's like a pasta, like a cream-based pasta or whatever. And you're like, this was so good. I can't wait to eat it again. And then you put it in the microwave and then you go to eat it. And it's like a bunch of like pasta in a
Chunky,
bowl of
yeah.
oil.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck? What happened to this? So
Yeah. No,
that's my number
true.
one. And then also not a Hot Pocket. We've all heard Jim Gaffigan's bit. It's either boiling hot in the middle or it's solid frozen in the middle.
Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket. And if it's an Alfredo type Hot Pocket, no. That's
Oh, I bet that does exist.
I bet it exists, and I bet it separates on the inside and it's somehow cold.
I bet it's like a broccoli Alfredo.
I bet
cream.
chicken. It's like the chicken.
Yeah.
Well, there's a chicken
Chicken-
Hot Pocket at Costco. Don't you love that?
Oh, the chicken bake?
Yeah, the chicken. That's like what it is,
Bitch,
right?
it's a chicken bake. It's no.
No, but that's what Hot Pocket is like trying to do. I'm saying, like that's their flavor profile. That's like what they're vibing for. But that's not what happens in your microwave.
No.
Okay. Well, also, according to the internet, I have a list of a couple other worst things to microwave. And this is from twisted.com. Dude. Okay, remember what's his butt who found the microwave he like discovered?
Percy Spencer.
Percy Spencer. Okay. So Percy Spencer found out very early on, don't put eggs near or in or by or in the same room as a microwave.
Yeah.
And he should have told everyone. That should have been number one on the like microwave rules, you know, pamphlet that you get. But somehow I've missed this. I've never done this, to be fair. But so number one, do not put hard-boiled eggs in the microwave. Apparently they just explode. Here's my question. Why are you heating up hard-boiled eggs?
I'm wondering if people are trying to make hard-boiled eggs in the microwave. Not already hard-boiled eggs. I think it's just eggs trying to hard-boil them.
Oh.
But you can't dry boil an egg. You got to have water,
Well,
babe.
maybe they put it in water, but it still doesn't like
I don't know,
not gentle
man.
enough. I don't know, but it's like eggs, microwave, no. Also,
It's combustible.
if I'm sorry, fish. You've smelled microwave fish. What do you think a microwave hard-boiled egg smells like?
Jesus Christ, you're right.
Yeah.
I think maybe that's why. It's because there's like a buildup of sulfuric acid or something.
Yeah,
or,
maybe. Well, I
don't know.
heard that the egg like boils from the inside, and it like just like the shell.
Yeah.
Okay, do not put frozen meat in your microwave. There is no such thing as a defrost button on a microwave. It says defrost on it. That's not what it does.
It literally cooks it just at a low heat. And
it cooks the outside of the meat, and the inside is usually still frozen.
Yeah, just put that shit in some like a thing of water, or just put it
order
in
a
the
pizza.
fridge.
Order a pizza.
Yeah.
It's frozen.
That's
Eat
why
it tomorrow.
I have so much frozen meat, and I never use it because I'm like, I don't want to defrost this shit. Is it gonna taste right? I don't know.
Yeah, I will. You just got to put it in
know.
the fridge for a couple days, and then
Yep.
then it's like you forget about it, and then you just throw it away, and it's like I was saving that for like 20 months. No, probably not that long.
That's right.
Okay, you already said it. Fish. I say seafood as a catch-all. Just like
Yeah.
any seafood, don't do it.
Sure. Yeah.
Breast milk. Here's where I'm throwing it to you because you're our resident breast milk expert on this podcast.
Yes. Do not heat breast milk in the microwave because it heats unevenly, and you can burn the fuck out of your baby if you do that. So Yeah.
How do you heat it? In like a little heater thing?
Yeah.
Like a special.
You just get a bottle warmer. It's just
okay.
it's just water.
Yeah.
And it heats it up gradually so that it
Ooh.
heats evenly and not dangerously, and then it shuts off so that it doesn't like heat it past a certain point. So they're like $10 on Amazon. So just buy one of those.
And you could probably buy them secondhand.
Truly. I have one if anybody needs one.
Ooh,
I'm not going to use.
How nice.
Anybody want it? Hit me up.
Oh my gosh. That's how nice.
Yeah.
You can have a bottle warmer. Maybe you need it for a friend.
Yeah. I got one.
Maybe, I was going to say, maybe I'll give it to my friend who's having a baby. But no, we can give it to someone else. Here.
I got it. Yeah.
You should have this. I paid for it with my money.
Why does it look dirty and very old?
Yeah. Why is there coffee
I don't know.
spilled all over it? And like, yeah.
Is that dried breast milk on it?
Whose is this? Okay. The last one is chili peppers. So first of all, if you put like a raw chili pepper or whatever into a microwave, it could catch fire and or explode, which I don't know why that's the case. Like, how long are you microwaving it? But also, so the second thing is the capsaicin, which is like it's like the oil that's hot that like, or the
enzyme that makes that makes things hot. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the enzyme that makes things hot. It can fucking become airborne as steam because it steams the chili pepper and the capsaicin is released into your home and it's like fucking pepper spraying your entire family.
Okay, let me tell you, you could actually do this on the stove too if you're not careful.
Oh no.
Ask me how I know.
Oh no.
I've done it. Whoops.
What happened?
I was like charring some some jalapenos or something, and it just something, it released into the air, got airborne, and I pepper sprayed me and DJ one time. It was like gagging, like you can't breathe. It was bad. It was real bad.
Oh my God.
Just be careful with anything with hot peppers. So just be careful cooking in general.
Yeah.
But specifically, don't put eggs or metal in a microwave.
Oh my gosh. But truly, the microwave is
an incredible invention.
Yeah, an incredible invention, an incredible discovery. And it's made so many people's lives easier. And it's such a nice thing. It's such like a truly we think of it as being something that's maybe a necessity because it's in 95% of households or whatever, but it is truly still such a luxury because I didn't have one for so long. And then having one again, it's like, oh wow, yeah, like making pancakes, just fucking heat up some syrup, heat up some butter, like melt some butter if you're baking or whatever. Like wow.
I know.
What a treat.
We're very lucky. What a time to be alive.
What a time. Oh my God. Hopefully, maybe microwaves will be the solution to monkeypox somehow.
You never know.
Oh my God. Call Percy. Tell him I want him on the phone.
Percy, we need you. It's the American popcorn board.
Yeah. Hey. Hey, is this Percy? This is Nicole of the Colonel of the American Popcorn Board.
We want to give you a medal for your contribution to science. No, this guy's definitely dead.
Yeah, we want to give you a medal for your contribution to science. Actually, it's plastic because we're part of the popcorn board. We work with microwaves, and you can't put metal in the microwave, so it's plastic.
Oh God,
I'm unhinged.
You're fine. You're doing great. You're doing great, Colonel.
Colonel Angus.
Colonel Angus. Oh my God. Well, I think that's all that I got for this episode, you guys.
So fun. What a loose, fun, silly episode.
Yeah, I'm so thankful for the microwave.
Me too.
It's great. I really want a chimichanga now from Costco.
I know.
Or a corn dog. I'm not picky.
Oh my God. Well, bitch, I've been wanting a corn dog all week. Hot dog on the stick. I'll have one this summer. I already told Pete today I'm getting a Dairy Queen Blizzard this summer.
Hell yeah, bitch. I love these goals.
Let's take Jack. In Huntington Beach, there's one. And it's like an old school. It's like an old one.
Ooh, yes,
and
dude.
we could like
oh my
go
God.
to the, we could just like sit on the sand and eat them and shit. It'll be fun.
Love it. Oh my God. So fun.
Oh my God.
Well, if I see a corn dog situation when I'm at Legoland this weekend, I'm gonna get it.
You better
I'll let
get
you know.
it. Yeah,
I'll let you know. I'll let you know how it goes.
Send me pics.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you for listening. Follow us on social media at DTFU Podcast everywhere. Check out our Patreon if you'd like. It's patreon.com/DTFU Podcast. We have so much fun on there. We have full-on bonus episodes, like full episodes, a bonus episode, a commentary episode. We also do a Q&A every month. So tons more content. And then we have our Discord, which you can join if you are a patron. So
also, if you haven't bought merch yet, patrons get a discount in our store. So if you're like thinking of buying merch, but you're also thinking of becoming a patron, kill two birds, with one stone and join Patreon, and then you get the code to save a little bit of moolah. It would be very lovely.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Listen here. Stay excellent to yourselves
And each other. Aw.
Don't microwave eggs.
Oh, yeah. Staying excellent means
Or
don't
fish.
fucking microwave your fish, bitch.
Yeah. Rude.
Be a good person.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh, Lord.